Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to session 29. We will start with Shloka 40. Mahagajaiश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः महागजैश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः सुपूजितैश्चापि तथा सुसद्भिः सुपूजितैश्चापि तथा सुसद्भिः प्रराजवीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः प्रराजवीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः. I'll break it up into words. Mahagajaiश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः सुपूजितैः चापि तथा सुसद्भिः रराज वीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः विनिश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः. Line by line. महागजैश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः सुपूजितैश्चापि तथा सुसद्भिः महागजैश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः सुपूजितैश्चापि तथा सुसद्भिः प्रराजवीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः प्रराजवीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः. Together. महागजैश्चापि तथा नदद्भिः सुपूजितैश्चापि तथा सुसद्भिः प्रराजवीरैश्च विनिश्वसद्भिः ह्रदो भुजङ्गैरिव निश्वसद्भिः. Let us see the meaning. So far what has happened? Hanuman has entered the palace, inner palace. The moon acts like his sachiva or his minister. He sees many things illuminated under the moonlight. There is repeated use of the padam Lakshmihi, Shrihi to indicate how Lakshmi and Chandra go together. And here now we come to what else does he see inside. Okay, Mahagajai Tatha. Then likewise, not tada, tatha. Tatha means likewise. Nadadbihi mahagajaihi, like trumpeting huge elephants. So likewise with trumpeting huge elephants. Mahagaja refers to a large sized elephant. Nadadbihi means those which are trumpeting. This is a Shatranta padam, nadad, which means to trumpet out loudly as they are trumpeting. So with trumpeting loud, huge elephants, tatha, similarly, supujitaihi, susadbihi. Susadbihi refers to Tritiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Okay, refers to wise people, the council of ministers. Okay, the people who are wise, whose counsel is taken. Supujitaihi. So with revered, supujita means revered. So with revered statesmen. So there are loud. So these are all symbols of auspiciousness and wealth in Ravana's inner court. What does it have? Very expensive to maintain, large-sized elephants that are freely making noise. Revered statesmen are there having counsel here and there. They are gathering together and discussing affairs of the state. So it looks very prosperous. Vinishvasatbihi viraihi tata. Vinishvasatbihi viraihi cha hrado bhujangai iva nishvasatbihi raraja. This is a very poetic usage. What does he mean here? Vinishvasatbihi. Nishvasana means to sigh. Vinishvasa means to sigh loudly. Why are they sighing? Viraha, why are they sighing? They are sighing because they don't have anyone to fight with. Ravana's palace is so well guarded. There are no enemies threatening them. The elephants are happily trumpeting. People are making merry. We saw in the previous section, previous part, no, that we saw in the last class. People are making merry. There are sounds of laughter, right? There are sounds of people challenging each other to duels. People happily making merry. Everyone is safe and happy. So there is no chance of any war or any fighting happening. So they are sighing because they don't have enemies. How are they sighing? Hrado Bhujangai river. Like in a deep lake. Hrada refers to a lake. Okay, Hrada. in a hrada, like the bhujangas. Bhujanga means serpents. In a lake which has many serpents, you will hear loud hissing noises. Like that, the Veeras are compared to hissing serpents in the lake of Lanka. Lanka itself is like a poisonous lake filled with poisonous vipers. Who are all these vipers? These Veeras. And these Veeras, this is how they appear to Hanuman. Okay, and come to a poisonous lake filled with poisonous vipers, and all these vipers are hissing loudly because they don't have a prey to fight with. Same way, these Veeras are also hissing loudly because they don't have any fight happening. Nishvasatbihi bhujangairiva, like hissing serpents, Raraja, the whole place shone, it seems. So the whole place is bright. There are all these unemployed Veeras who are chafing at their unemployment, and then there are these loudly trumpeting elephants, and there are councils of ministers and conclaves of people discussing affairs of state happening in the inner court of Ravana's palace. I hope the meaning is clear. Okay, I'll move forward. It went behind, right? Instead of going to the previous one. 1 minute. Buddhi pradhanan, buddhi pradhanan, ruchirabhidanan, ruchirabhidanan, samshraddhadanan, jagatah pradhanan, samshraddhadanan, jagatah pradhanan, buddhi pradhanan, ruchirabhidanan, buddhi pradhanan, ruchirabhidanan. Please note Mahaprana, carefully enunciate. Samshraddhadana. Samshraddha is not enunciated thickly. It is the. Samshraddhadana. Okay. Samshraddhadanan jagatah pradhanan. Samshraddhadanan jagatah pradhanan. नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातुधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातुधानान् बुद्धिप्रधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् संश्रद्धधानान् जगतः प्रधानान् बुद्धिप्रधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् संश्रद्धधानान् जगतः प्रधानान् नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातुधानान् नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातुधानान्. So now verb is together. Buddhi pradhanan ruchirabhidhanan sanshraddhadhanan jagatah pradhanan नानाविधानान् रुचिराभिधानान् ददर्श तस्यां पुरीयातुधानान्. Meaning, Dadarsha, he saw. Who saw? Maruti saw. What did he see? All the other words, many words are in Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Buddhi Pradhanan, intellectuals. Those who have Buddhi as a Pradhana Guna. Buddhi Pradhanaha. Those who are intellectuals. Ruchira Abhidhanaha. Ruchira means captivating, sweet, pleasant. Abhidhana, forms of address. So those who speak very well, eloquent people, orators. Samshraddhadhanan. There are two meanings of Samshraddhadhanan. One is the meaning which is basically given is those with Shraddha. What do they have Shraddha in? Some say Shraddha in the king and their religion and their mode of life. Another meaning that you could take is with those people whom they have faith in, they were talking. So those who are engaged with their faithful ones. For example, a minister with his confidential advisor. Like that, you can imagine a scene, okay, where people are discussing. So confidential meetings are happening. So that way you can take the meaning. Jagatah Pradhanan, very important people in the world of Lanka, preeminent people. Okay, Nana Vidhanan, heroes of different kinds. Okay, Ruchirabhidhanan, those with beautiful names. Okay, Beautiful names could be taken as those who had earned good names. Okay, those who are reputed for their honesty, for their valor, who are trusted confidence of the king. Therefore, this whole verse talks about the elite of Lanka who have Ravana's confidence. Okay, so Ruchira Vidhanan, Yatudhana, those kind of Rakshasa. So all those other words are adjectives for Yatudhana. Yatudhana means Rakshasa. So for what kind of Rakshasas? The intellectual Rakshasas, the ones with good forms of address, the ones who are engaged in meetings with their confidential advisors, the ones who are important among the elite of Lanka, those who had earned a good name, those kind of Rakshasas. Tasyam Puri Dadarsha. In that city, he saw. Okay, so in that place, okay, he saw. Who saw? Maruti saw. It is not just about seeing the Rakshasas and their women having fun, but it is also that a lot of interesting and useful things were happening in Lanka. Now, the point of seeing all these people is somebody discussing about Sita. Can I hear any words of Sita? Which is why he's lingering there and trying to make sense of what is happening in the place. Which is why so much a description of all these things. Otherwise, he could have directly said he went from here and there searching Sita. Basically, he's trying to hear everyone's conversation. The ordinary Rakshasas, the ordinary Rakshasis, the vice intellectuals, the ministers, everyone. He's trying to hear everyone's conversation to figure out, does anyone talk of Sita? Is there any sight of Sita? ननन्त दृष्ट्वा च सतान् सुरूपान् ननन्त दृष्ट्वा च सतान् सुरूपान् नानागुणान् sorry नानागुणान् आत्मगुणानुरूपान् नानागुणान् आत्मगुणानुरूपान् विद्योतमानान् सतदानुरूपान् विद्योतमानान् सतदानुरूपान् ददर्शकांश्चिच्च पुनर्विरूपान् ददर्शकांश्चिच्च punarvirupan. That word is kanschit. In the English thing, it is kamschit, na? Kanschit. Kan, okay. Vidyotamanan satadanurupan. Dadarshakanschicha, kanschicha punarvirupan. Line by line. Nananda drishtva cha satan surupan. Nana gunan atmagunanurupan. Nananda drishtva cha satan surupan. Nana gunan atmagunanurupan. Vidyotamanan satadanurupan. Dadarshakanschicha punarvirupan. विद्योतमानान् सतदानुरूपान् ददर्शकांश्चिच्च पुनर्विरूपान् together. ननन्द दृष्ट्वा च सतान् सुरूपान् नानागुणान् आत्मगुणानुरूपान् विद्योतमानान् सतदानुरूपान् ददर्शकांश्चिच्च पुनर्विरूपान्. If there are any doubts in chanting, please stop and ask me. If I'm going fast, tell me. Okay. So, Saha. Okay. That word Sa is there, no? Satan. From there we take the Kartripadam. Saha. He. Hanuman. Okay. Punaha Dadarsha. Again, saw. Okay. So, what is he seeing? Saha Surupan. Nana Gunan. Atma Gunanurupan. Vidyotamanan. Tan. Drishtva. So, Tan here refers to what is given in the previous shloka. Yatudanan. Rakshasas. So, Tan, okay, is a pronoun which means Rakshasas. So, he saw again these Rakshasas. How were they? Surupan. They were handsome. Nana Gunan. With many good qualities. Atma Gunanurupan. Like their true natures, their appearances also confirmed. So if a person was honest and truthful, it showed on his face. Okay, the beauty of the character or their gunas reflected on their faces, on their forms. Vidyotamanan. Thus they were radiating effulgence. They were also glowing. Among the Rakshasas, there were such noble people also whom he saw. Tan. So here Tilaka gives the example. He must have seen people like Vibhishana and his family and people like that, automatically elevated individuals who have God in their minds, which is why they are having that kind of tejas, varchas. Tan drishtva, having seen them, Nananda, he felt happy. Why did he feel happy seeing good people there? Who can tell me?
Probably because Sita is surrounded by good people also.
No,
Not
despite
just,
being surrounded by very bad people, Sita
yeah,
Devi has
along with the,
hope
yeah,
of having a few good people, maybe whose character is reflecting on their faces. So they will not follow adharma to that extent, is what he is hoping. Okay. So Tam Dishwan Ananda. Tada. Then automatically as if to bring him back to reality. Saha, again the same Saha is taken here. No, Saha is there in the second line also. Vidyotamanan, Saha is there. No, that Saha is taken from the second line. Saha, immediately he saw whom? Virupan, Anurupan, Kansicha Pudahadasha. Again he saw bad looking, terrible looking, frightening. Tada Anurupan, because they were frightening, you know, Anurupa means what? Following that same quality. Here we should understand Atma Guna Anurupan again. So the quality, the face is bad, which means the qualities inside are also bad. So Rakshasa quality is reflecting on a Rakshasa face. So first he felt happy thinking Sita Mata must be, at least there is some scope for safety. Then when he saw these people, Punaha the Dasha, then again he saw these people. Is how the poet is taking us through the progression of thoughts in Hanuman's mind. So, first he saw raucous laughter, people joyously living, all signs of auspiciousness, prosperity, which gave him hope. If Amba is, if, sorry, if Sita Devi is there, only then the city will be prosperous. That hope came. Then he saw all these good people. Again, he was happy. But then again, he got back to reality when he saw the Virupaha and the Tada Anurupaha Yatudanaha. Then immediately he decided, oh no, this place, is it safe? So then what happened? Now he complains a bit. ततो वरार्हाः सुविशुद्धभावाः ततो वरार्हाः सुविशुद्धभावाः तेषां स्त्रियस्तत्र महानुभावाः तेषां स्त्रियस्तत्र महानुभावाः प्रियेषु पानेषु च सक्तभावाः. If you break, no, please say bhavaha. It is with sandhi that it is bhava. If you break, you should say bhavaha. I think in the recording I would have said bhavaha because I would not have been able to continue the whole line. Priyeshu paneshu cha sakta bhavaha tadarshatara iva suprabhavaha tadarshatara iva suprabhavaha ततो वरार्हाः सुविशुद्धभावाः तेषां स्त्रियस्तत्र महानुभावाः ततो वरार्हाः सुविशुद्धभावाः तेषां स्त्रियस्तत्र महानुभावाः प्रियेषु पानेषु च सक्तभावाः तदर्शतारा इव सुप्रभावाः प्रियेषु पानेषु च सक्तभावाः तदर्शतारा इव सुप्रभावाः. So now you will see a whole shloka. ततो वरार्हाः सुविशुद्धभावाः तेषां स्त्रियस्तत्र महानुभावाः प्रियेषु पानेषु च सक्तभावाः ददर्शतारा इव सुप्रभावाः. Tataha. Then the word saha is again added from the previous shloka to this shloka to get the anvaya. Saha, Hanuman. Again, we have um, the kriya padam, nadarsha, that has to be added. It's there. In the second line, it is there. Sakta bhavaha dadarsha. So that is a kriya padam. He saw. Who saw? Hanuman saw. What did he see? Tataha, then. Tatra, there. Vararhaha, ones with auspicious face, ones with auspicious ornaments as befitting their status in life. Okay, so women of the elite class. Vishuddha bhavaha, with pure minds. Mahanubhavaha, the magnanimous ones is one meaning. The correct meaning would be those with elevated thinking. Okay, so essentially all these show that this is the category of elite women in Lanka who are chaste, who are devoted to their husbands, and at the same time who bear all marks of auspiciousness concomitant with their beauty. Just like in the previous shloka, Atma Gunan Bhavaha. So the Atma Gunaha, the qualities of the self reflect on the face. Here also, these elite women look beautiful, auspicious, befitting their status and their mindset. Priyeshu cha paneshu cha sakta bhavaha. This is another category. Those who are attached to their beloveds and those who are attached to drink, told equally by Valmiki, which essentially means if you are attached to your beloved, even chaste women are attached to their beloved. But here they are attached to their beloved and to drink, which means that this is a different category of women entirely. Priya, priyeshu cha, paneshu cha, in their beloveds and in drink. Sakta bhavaha, ones who are immensely attached. Okay, suprabhavaha taraha iva. Suprabhavaha, radiant ones like the stars. Okay, tesham striyah dadasha, their wives. Tesham means again yatudhanan. Yatudhanan, yatudhanaha. So yatu dhanasya, dhanesham varma. The Sashti Vibhakti of the Rakshasas. So yatudhanaha striyaha dadasha. So those kind of women he saw. So he sees two kinds of women: the beautiful ones of the elite class with good character, and he sees the other class of women too. Which is why I said he's going to complain, because the moment he sees women, he look for Sita Devi. Okay. Shriya jwalanti strapayopagoodaah. Shriya jwalanti strapayopagoodaah. निशीथकाले रमणोपगूढाः निशीथकाले रमणोपगूढाः ददर्श काश्चित् प्रमदोपगूढाः ददर्श काश्चित् प्रमदोपगूढाः यथा विहङ्गाः कुसुमोपगूढाः यथा विहङ्गाः कुसुमोपगूढाः श्रिया ज्वलन्ति स्त्रपयोपगूढाः निशीथकाले रमणोपगूढाः श्रिया ज्वलन्ति स्त्रपयोपगूढाः निशीथकाले रमणोपगूढाः ददर्श काश्चित् प्रमदोपगूढाः यथा विहङ्गाः कुसुमोपगूढाः ददर्श काश्चित् प्रमदोपगूढाः यथा विहङ्गाः कुसुमोपगूढाः. Together. श्रिया ज्वलन्ति स्त्रपयोपगूढाः निशीथकाले रमणोपगूढाः ददर्श काश्चित् प्रमदोपगूढाः यथा विहङ्गाः कुसुमोपगूढाः. Notice the constant use of the words upagudhaha at the end of every half of the or at the end of every pada. Why so? It is an anuprasa alankara. Okay, every time, but the meaning is slightly different. Please see. Shriya Jwalanti. Shriya, with Shri. Here, notice the use of the word Shri again. Automatically, see, the moment he's seeing the women in his mind, Sita Devi is only there. So he sees them glowing with Shri. He sees them glowing with Lakshmi Kataksha. He sees them glowing with auspiciousness. Whatever be the category they belong to, class A or class B as discussed in the previous shloka, whatever be the category, they were all glowing with Shri. Kavi's implication is every woman there had been touched by Sita Devi's presence. That is why Shriyam Jwalanti. They are all glowing with Sita Devi's presence. They are all glowing with auspiciousness. And then what are their qualities? Trapayopagudhaha. Some of them, out of shyness, are covering themselves. Okay, trapa means trapa means shyness. Trapaya upagudhaha. Out of shyness, they are covering themselves. Why they are in the presence of their menfolk? So they are acting coy. They're covering themselves out of shyness. Then Nishita Kale, Ramanopagudhaha. In the night, they were Upagudhaha here. First Upagudhaha means covering themselves. Second Upagudhaha means embracing. They are embracing their loved ones in the night. Nishita Kale, in the night. Ramana, loved ones. Upagudaha, embracing. So ones who are embracing their loved ones in the night. Then Kaschit, Pramadopagudaha, filled with. Here the word Upagudaha means filled with. So filled with Pramada, filled Pramoda, filled with joy. The women were very happy to be with their men. So Pramadopagudaha, they were very delighted. And then there is a comparison. Yatha, like Kusumopagudaha, Vihangaha, Dadarsha, like birds. Vihanga means bird, Pakshi. Kusumopagudaha means covered with flowers. In the springtime, when the birds are covered with flowers, how happy and delightful they appear. Like that, the women appeared like birds, covered with the flowers, namely their loved ones. In the same way, they felt very happy and they looked very delightful. It presents a very beautiful picture, right? Seeing birds covered with spring flowers. So the same way, the women appeared with their menfolk. So this is a simile used here to compare the women with the birds. Okay, the flowers here are the men. So how they sport their loved ones. Here, this one, Anantarama Dikshita says in Tamil, பூக்கொத்துக்களின் மறைந்த பெண் பட்சிகளை போர் பார்த்தார். So like the women birds, these birds are not just ordinary birds, they are female birds covered with flowers. So like that, Hanuman saw the women covered by flowers. Okay, so now we'll move on. I hope the meaning is clear. अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्केषु सुखोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्केषु सुखोपविष्टाः भर्तृः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टाः भर्तुः प्रिया भर्तृः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टाः ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टा ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः भर्तृः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टाः ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्केषु सुखोपविष्टाः अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्केषु सुखोपविष्टाः भर्तृः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टाः ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः भर्तृः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टाः ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः together अन्याः पुनर्हर्म्यतलोपविष्टाः तत्र प्रियाङ्केषु सुखोपविष्टाः भर्तृः प्रिया धर्मपरा निविष्टाः ददर्श धीमान् मदनाभिविष्टाः. Okay, धीमान् ददर्श, the intelligent one saw. Who's the Dhiman? Hanuman. Hanuman, the intelligent one. Dadarsha. What did he see? Harmyat, now he has come to the terrace. He's in the inner court. He has seen the lower level where the Rakshasas were consorting with the Rakshasis. They were loud, raucous laughter and conversation. Then he came to a slightly higher level where the ministers and the elders and the elites were all meeting. Then he came to a slightly more secluded, higher level, namely where all the women were congregated, the beautiful women with their beloved. Now he comes to the terrace. I hope you see the progression. Starts from the lowest level, then he goes higher. Now he is in the Harmyatalopavishtha. So Harmyatalaha. Harmya means palace, Talaha means top, essentially the terrace. Harmyatalaha means terrace of the mansion. So Upavishtaha means seated. So Harmyatalopavishtha means those who are seated on the terrace of the mansions. Tatra, there. Where were they seated? Priyankeshu, on their beloveds. Priyaha ankeshu sthitaha. So on their beloveds, they were sitting on the laps of their beloveds. They were holding hands with their beloveds. Essentially, they were sitting with their beloveds. Sukhopavishtaha. They were sitting happily. Bhartruh priya dharmaparaha. So Bhartru Priya, those who had love for their husbands, Dharmaparaha, the chaste women, they were also sitting with their husbands. Madanabhivishtaha nivishtaha. Madanabhivishtaha, overcome by Manmatha. Abhivishtaha means overcome. By whom? Madana. Madanena abhivishtaha, madana abhivishtaha. Those who were overcome by Manmatha. Essentially, they were filled with lust. Nivishtaha, fully immersed in attachment to their beloveds. Anyaha api. So he sees again class A and class B of women. Class A of women, those who are completely attached to their husbands. Dharmaparaha, the chaste ones who are sitting with their husbands. Second category, he sees people who are fully immersed not in their husbands or an object of affection, but they are fully in the grip of lust. For those people also he sees, they are referred here as Anyaha. So there are two categories, Dharmaparaha, Anyaha. These two categories of women he sees on the terrace of the mansions. Okay, so this is what he sees there. Now, we will all have a question here now. How does he know who is the chaste woman who is consorting with her husband? How does he know who is having only lust in her mind? How does he know anything? He is only seeing, and he's a monkey, special monkey, nevertheless, still he is seeing. How does he know? None of the traditional commentators offer an answer to this. Anantara Madikshithar in his commentary says, first, the person to whom all this was obvious about what Hanuman. Now, Hanuman is a Sarvagyaha. He's a Medhavi. He has Chaturdashi Vidya Anugraha. He knows everything. So he can understand. Everything that he understands also, how can he report? How can it be reported by Valmiki? Valmiki is merely seeing the scene as seen by Hanuman. So Anantarama Dikshitar says, Hanuman knows it because he knows the Vidyas. Valmiki knows it because Valmiki is writing the Ramayana with Lord Brahma's grace. And Lord Brahma gave him a promise when he wrote. He said, everything as it happens, including what happens in the minds of people, you can see. Which is why you will find all the feeling, the bhava which every character goes through is faithfully conveyed in the Valmiki Ramayana. Which is why to this day it endures. Other Ramayanas are reported, many are taken from Valmiki Ramayana. Other Ramayanas with Devanugraha only, every Ramayana is written. But Valmiki Ramayana is special because it is with Brahma's grace that even the emotions that every character goes through, including minor characters like Class A and Class B women in Lanka terraces, are known to Valmiki's mind when he writes. Which is why he knows this and he writes it. Okay. This you have to keep in mind whenever we see such character references going forward also. Okay. So now, अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः पुनश्च काश्चित् शशलक्ष्मवर्णाः पुनश्च काश्चित् शशलक्ष्मवर्णाः. This one, be careful. Even in the recording, I felt I made a mistake, then I corrected it also. Punascha kaschit shashalakshmavarnaha. Punascha kaschit shashalakshmavarnaha. Kanta prahi. Actually, it is only shashalakshmavarnaha. But because of this sandhi here, that sh had to become cha, and therefore when we pronounce it, we have to be very careful. Punascha kaschit shashalakshmavarnaha. Kanta prahina ruchirangavarnaha. Kanta prahina. That is also kanta prahinaha. Kanta prahina ruchirangavarnaha. अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः पुनश्च काश्चित् शशलक्ष्मवर्णाः कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः पुनश्च काश्चित् शशलक्ष्मवर्णाः कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः. Together. अप्रावृताः काञ्चन राजिवर्णाः काश्चित् परार्ध्यास्तपनीयवर्णाः पुनश्च काश्चित् शशलक्ष्मवर्णाः कान्तप्रहीणा रुचिराङ्गवर्णाः Apravritaha, again here the women are being described. Apravritaha, pravrita means a veil or a concealing garment. Certain women of the noble lineage would conceal their faces, even when they're when they're present in the presence of other men folk. In the presence of their own, not like the Muslims do, but essentially you see them wearing the uttariya to cover their upper part of the body. Some would cover the head, some would cover Rajasthanis you would have seen, would cover up to the eyes. Like this, depending on their culture. This is to show that Lanka had people from different places, not just people who were from Lanka itself, but people who were abducted by Ravana from various places. Okay, so they also were there. People who had married Ravana willingly, we'll see all that later. So, like this, apravrtaha, those who were without a protective veil. Kanchana Rajivarnaha. Kanchana, golden. Rajivarnaha, this is one beautiful golden color, molten gold. Paradhyaha, excellent attributes, ones with excellent samudrika lakshanas were all perfect in them. Tapaniya Varnaha, shining like polished gold. This is how their complexion was. Kaschit, Punaha, again, some others. How did they look? Shashalakshma Varnaha, Kaschit Ruchiranga Varnaha, Kanta Prahiraha. So they were actually Ruchiranga Varnaha. They were actually having beautiful form and of beautiful color. But because they were Kanta Prahinaha, because they were without their beloved ones, they looked like Shashalakshma Varnaha. They looked pale, like the color of the moon. So golden complexion, beautiful women who had grown pale in the absence of their beloved ones. So look at the poetry. Shashalakshma Varnaha, Kanta Prahinaha, Ruchiranga Varnaha. This entire, all the three words refer to one kind of women. Kanta Prahinaha, women. Those who are without their Kanta, without their beloved. How do they look? They were actually Ruchiranga Varnaha. They were actually beautiful. But because they were missing their husbands, because they were missing their beloved, they were Shashalakshma Varnaha. They had grown pale like the moon. Okay, so this is the again the description of the women. Again to note, when I said class A, class B, here it is any class, any category of women could look like this. Golden, pale and missing, pale by missing their husbands, with excellent Samudrika Lakshana. So basically class A or class B does not mean anything derogatory about class B. Just because A comes after B, just because then somebody named with the letter B is actually worse off compared to the one named with the letter A. That is not so, right? Letters are just letters to show the different categories are there. And our dharma is one of the most tolerant, inclusive dharma that is there. So these women lived happily. Those women also lived happily. Everyone lived basically happily and prosperously in Lanka is what Valmiki is trying to tell us. Okay. Then we move on to what happened to them later. I mean, some more of it. Tatah priyan prapya manobhiraman. Tatah priyan prapya manobhiraman. Supriti-yuktaः prasamikshya Ramaः. Supriti-yuktaः prasamikshya Ramaः. Gृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामाः. गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामाः. हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः. हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः. ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान्. सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रसमीक्ष्य रामाः. ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान्. सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रसमीक्ष्य रामाः. गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामाः. हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः. गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामाः. हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः. Together. ततः प्रियान् प्राप्य मनोभिरामान्. सुप्रीतियुक्ताः प्रसमीक्ष्य रामाः. गृहेषु हृष्टाः परमाभिरामाः. हरिप्रवीरः सददर्श रामाः. Okay, so here Saha Haripraviraha Tadarsha. So here the word Rama is repeated again and again. Ramaha is the karma padam. Ramaha refer to women. Rama iti Strilinga padam means woman. Ramaha dadarsha. He saw women. What kind of women? And the word abhiramaha, ramaha, paramabhiramaha is used repeatedly at the end of every pada as an example of anuprasa alamkara. Okay. Saha haripraviraha. He, the greatest, eminent among the vanaras. Haripraviraha, eminent among the vanaras. He. What did he see? Tataha. Then. Manobhiramaha. Okay. Those who were captivating to the mind. Manaha abhiramaha. Manobhiramaha. Those who were captivating to the mind. Priyan prapya supriti yuktaha. Okay. Priyan prapya. Having attained their beloved ones. Priyan prapya. Having attained their beloved ones. Supriti yuktaha. They were yuktaha. Attached with supriti. Great affection and love. So they were again reunited with their beloved, some of them. So when they were reunited with their beloveds, they were filled with love and affection for them, for their beloved. Prasamikshya Ramaha. Having seen now their beloveds, here the word Ramaha is used to mean the beloveds of the women, not the women. The first case, Mano Abhiramaha, means captivating to the mind. Abhirama is the word from where Rama is taken. Abhirama means captivating. Manobhirama means captivating to the mind. The second Ramaha here, Prasamikshya Ramaha. What does that mean? Ramaha does not refer to women, but Ramaha here refers to the beloved of the women. So, having seen their beloveds, Prasamikshya Ramaha, Ramaha Prasamikshya, having seen their beloveds, they were Paramabhiramaha. They were in ecstasy. So here the Abhiramaha refers to Parama Abhiramaha. They were in ecstasy. So note the difference in meaning. First, Manobhiramaha, captivating to the mind. Second, Ramaha, beloveds of the women. Then Paramabhiramaha, in ecstasy. Griheshu Krishtaha, in their houses they were very happy. Those women, Ramaha, here Ramaha means women. So the one word Rama used with 4 meanings by Valmiki. Classic example, beautiful Anuprasa Alankara. 4 meanings. Abhiramaha, captivating to the mind. Prasamikshya Ramaha, having seen their beloveds. Paramabhiramaha, in ecstasy. Ramaha, women. Those women, Hanuman saw. I hope the meaning is clear. If you want me to repeat something, I'll go slowly and explain. Let's enjoy the beauty of Valmiki's poetry as we learn the meaning. It is not just about he saw women, but it is about how does Valmiki describe them also. Every piece he describes, every step he describes very beautifully. If there are any questions, please ask. If I'm going slowly and you want me to go faster, tell me that also. I'm happy. Feedback most welcome. So next shloka. Again Chandra. Chandra prakashascha hi vakramala. Chandra prakashascha hi vakramala. Vakrakshipakshmakscha, sorry, kshmascha sunetramala. It is Vaktra or Vakrakshipa. We just check in the Sarga also. 22nd. Vakrakship. Chandra prakashascha hi vakramala. Chandra prakashascha hi vakramala. Vakrakshipakshmascha sunetramala. Vakrakshipakshmascha. 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 Vakrakshipakshmascha sunetramalaः Vibhushananam cha Vibhushananam cha dadarshamalah. Vibhushananam cha dadarshamalah. Shatahradanam iva charumalah. Shatahradanam iva charumalah. Chandra prakashascha hi vakramala. Vakrakshipakshmascha sunetramalaः Chandra prakashascha hi vakramala. Vakrakshipakshmascha sunetramalaः Vibhushananam cha dadarshamalah. Shatahradanam iva charumalah. विभूषणानां च ददर्शमालाः शतह्रदानामिव चारुमालाः टुगेदर चन्द्रप्रकाशाश्च हि वक्त्रमालाः वक्राक्षिपक्ष्माश्च सुनेत्रमालाः विभूषणानां च ददर्शमालाः शतह्रदानामिव चारुमालाः. Again, mala used. Very similar meanings. Chandra Prakashaha. So he's Dadarsha. He sees. Chandra Prakashaha Vaktramalascha. Vaktramala. Vaktra means face. Mala means like a garland of faces. How are they? Chandra Prakashaha. They are illumined like the moon. They are radiant like the moon. So he sees, see, Hanuman is seeing there. He is giving a quick scan of the terrace. What? So imagine you're a monkey. From that perspective, you're seeing from up there on a wall. You're seeing a lot of ladies. You're seeing them quickly. So it'll appear as if you're seeing a whole garland of faces. One after the other, he sees face after face after face after face. They're all looking like one garland of faces. And radiant garland of faces. Vakra kshipa kshmascha. Vakra akshipa kshmascha. Kshma, the eyelash. Vakra, sidelong. Akshipa, glance. So so imagine you're seeing like when Ravana cut 10 heads together like that, he's seeing not just 10, hundreds of women, hundreds of faces, each of them dark eyelashes, casting sidelong glances at their loved ones. Some in despair because they're not able to find their love, they're not with their loved ones. Some who are very happy with their loved ones. So they are all having their eyes downcast, a little bit like sidelong glances are being cast. So you see the eyes moving rapidly, moon-like face, dark eyelashes moving here and there, sidelong glances are being cast rapidly. And then Sunetra Malaha, their beautiful eyes also seem to be forming one conjoined mala because now the eyes are not sitting in one place in the face. They are also moving side to side. So even all the eyes seem to form a Sunetra Mala. They seem to form a garland of eyes. Do you get the poetry? Garland of faces, garland of eyes, because the eyes are moving, darting with sidelong glances left and right. Here you should think of Ambal. You should think of that stotra in the 7 kind of glances, right? One glance we see the sidelong, akshepa, that kind of glance. Sunetramalaha, Shatahradanam, Charumalaha. Now see, they are glowing like moon. Their eyes are also like one mala. They look like lightning. Shatahradanam, Charumalaha, Vibhushananam, Malaha, Cha, Dadarsha. Once wearing lightning like ornaments and garlands. So they are on top of their own brightness. There is a lightning like ornaments which are also all seeming to be joined together. The garlands are all joining together. So essentially everything seems to be connected. He's seeing one mass of women appearing like a large garland. I hope the meaning is clear, imagery is clear. Why is he seeing all these women? To identify who is a Rakshasi, who is Sita Devi, where is Sita Devi, can I see her here? So he's doing one quick face scan. Okay, so he's looking for Sita Devi and thereby he sees this mala. This is a comment made by Govind Raja in his commentary. Why is Hanuman sitting and seeing all their faces? Because he wants to find Sita Devi's face. There, he says, I'm not seeing Sita. Natveva Sitam Parimabhijatam. Natveva Sitam Parimabhijatam. Pathistite Rajakule Prajatam. Pathistite Rajakule Prajatam. Latam Prapullam Sadhujatam. Latam Prapullam Sadhujatam. Dadarshatan Manasabhijatam. Dadarshatan Manasabhijatam. Joshika, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, why does Hanuman think that Sita Devi is among those Rakshasis? Because she was captured in the Ashoka Vana, right?
That we do. He doesn't know. No, you and I know because we have read the Ramayana. He is now Ramayana is happening in front of your eyes. How does he know Ashokavana? Nobody has told him so far. Right? We know Ashokavana, child, because we know Ramayana as an event that Itihasa, we know it. Hanuman is now, we are now seeing Itihasa unfold before our eyes when we are reading Sundarakandam. This is Itihasa that we are reading, right? So here Hanuman doesn't know yet. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so he is looking everywhere. The reason why, although we know the story, why do we read Ramayana? We are reading Ramayana because there are many interesting things that we come to know. And when we start understanding Kavihridaya, when we start seeing how the character development happens, how each character behaves, it gives us valuable life lessons. So reading a Ramayana, say from an Amar Chitrakatha, gives you, tells you, such and such a thing happened, so and so said this, such and such a thing happened. That knowledge it gives you. Correct. Reading Valmiki Ramayana, on the other hand, gives you a lot of information about what is going on in people's mind, how is Hanuman thinking, what is his analysis, how does he deal with the challenge. By learning all this, what do we learn? We learn how to deal with the challenge. Understood? That is why it is endured. There are countless versions of Ramayana.
Ma'am, but then he could directly look in Ravana's palace.
He will see, and Valmiki, very good. You are Hanuman number 2, part 2 Hanuman Joshika you are. This is how he will think. He is now entered the palace. He is seeing the outer surface, level 1, level 2, level 3 terrace, he is gone. Next, he will go to Pushpaka Vimana, he will go to the inner palace, Antapura. Everything faithfully Valmiki will take you through. Not one thing you will miss, including what food items he sees there, you will see. Okay, so essentially Valmiki is very detailed in Sundarakandam. Why? Because it is slow is beautiful. You know, slow literature is beautiful literature. You can always get to the point. Get to the point literature is a summary. Okay, that which is slow, step by step, which takes you to the character progression, which makes you think, right? That is what will make us very creative and it will increase our intelligence like anything. Reading our summary will give us knowledge of that particular incident or that particular story, right? But reading Sahitya will actually develop your intelligence because you will learn a lot. Okay, you yourself watch your own tangent of learning as you go through Sundarakandam. Okay, see how analytically you are thinking. We know why didn't he go here, why didn't he go there. This is what he's also thinking. I haven't seen Sita. This is what he's now going to complain. Okay, shall I go ahead and tell the meaning after we chant it together once? But I'm happy you're asking me these questions. Please ask like this. Okay, thank you. Natviva Sitam Parimabhijatam Pathishthite Rajakule Prajatam Latam Prafullam Sadhujata Tadarshya Tanvim Manasabhijatam. Okay, so Parimabhijatam Pathishthite Rajakule Prajatam Sadhujatam Prafullam Latam Iva Tanvim Manasa Abhijatam Sitam tu na dadarsha. Sitam na dadarsha. He did not see Sita. That is the point of the sentence is that. So if Amar Chitrakatha was write a summary, it would say, after going through the mansion, Hanuman did not see Sita. But Valmiki says he did not see Sita and then he gives 3 adjectives to describe Sita. What are the adjectives? Parimabhijata, one who is born in a noble family. Abhijata, one who is born. See everywhere ta ta ta, anuprasa. Again, different meanings will come. Parimabhijatam, one who is born in a noble family. That's Sita. Patisthite Rajakule Prajatam. Patisthite. Rajakule Patisthite. Rajakule means on the royal lineage path, on the path of the royal lineage, situated on the path of the royal lineage. What does that mean? Already Valmiki has talked about her birth, Parimabhijata. So here when he is saying situated in the royal path, what he basically means is one who is chaste, one who is devoted to the kula to which she has been married into. So one who is firmly situated in her husband's kula. Is it clear? The meaning is not just one belonging to a royal family, but the meaning here is one whose loyalties lie with her husband's kula. Okay, Rajakule Patistithe, one who is well established in the Rajakula to which she belongs. Okay, then Sadhujatam, the excellent born one. Prapullam, Prajatam, Prapullam, Latam iva Tanveen. Prajatam, well born. Prapullam Latam iva, flowering creeper, like a flowering creeper. Tanveen. Tanu, body. Tanvi, creeper. So like there's a dual meaning here. Basically what it means is her form will be like a flowering creeper. Okay, and with that well-born flowering creeper, not an ordinary flowering creeper, which is a weed, but a well-born flowering creeper. Like that her form will be. Manasa Bhijatam, one who was born from the mind. Whose mind? She was not born from the womb of Sunayana. She was discovered in the field in a furrow by Janaka. So she is considered to be mind born. So who created her? The creator created that form. Brahma created that form. So Manasa Bhijatam, one who was born from the mind of the creator. Okay. Sita tu nadadarsha. That's Sita, but he did not see. So what was he looking for? When he saw this whole garland of women's faces and their forms, he was looking for someone who clearly stood out as being born to the most Utkrishta, most superior family, who was not created from a womb. That itself will disqualify all the women there. Okay, she is of divine birth. And then one who was firmly attached to the royal lineage to which she was married into, Ikshvakukula. None of those women were firmly, see, Hanuman can see the minds of people. He is a jnani. He knows what people are thinking and where their loyalties lie. Every single lady there had a loyalty to Ravana. Not one had a loyalty to the kula to which she was, to the kula to which Sita was married, namely Rajakula, namely the Ikshvakukula. Okay. So of that kind of well, three indicators, therefore, that separated Sita from the rest, he did not find in the women. That Sita, therefore, he did not see. He started to rule. Okay, now we'll see. Oh, it came right to the beginning. Sorry. Next. Sanatane Vartmani Sannivishtam. Sanatane Vartmani Sannivishtam. Ramekshanam Tam Madanabhivishtam. Ramekshanam Tam Madanabhivishtam. Bhartrir Manah Shrimadanu Pravishtam. Bhartrir Manah Shrimadanu Pravishtam. स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम् विष्टाम् used repeatedly सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम् वर्त्मनि that's a half turn वर्त्मनि read it correctly सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम् रामेक्षणां तां मदनाभिविष्टाम् सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम् रामेक्षणां तां मदनाभिविष्टाम् भर्तृर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम् भर्तृर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम् सनातने वर्त्मनि सन्निविष्टाम् रामेक्षणां तां मदनाभिविष्टाम् भर्तृर्मनः श्रीमदनुप्रविष्टाम् स्त्रीभ्यो वराभ्यश्च सदा विशिष्टाम् Again add the words tam na dadarsha. He did not see her, Sita. From the previous shloka, tam is already here, na dadarsha. Add. Sanatane vartmani sannivishtam. Sanatane, in the eternal path. Vartmani, one who is present. Sannivishtam, and ever abiding. So one who is ever abiding in the eternal path. Here, Sanatana, we should not take it to mean Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is Sanatana is used as an adjective there for Dharma. Here, Sanatana is used for Sanatane Vartamani. Sanatane Vartamani Sannivishtam, in the eternal path of chastity. So, one who is situated in the eternal path of chastity, Ramekshanam, description of Sita Devi. Ramekshana refers to one who has beautiful, captivating eyes. So Ramekshana, one with captivating eyes. It does not mean she's looking at Rama. It means she has captivating eyes. Madanabhivishta. She is also Madanabhivishta. She is also overcome by love for Rama, but Srimad Bhartruhu Manaha Anupravishtam. Not only in her mind is Rama there, but in her Srimad Bhartuhu, in her prosperous husband, in her auspicious husband's mind, Manaha, in Rama's mind, she is Anupravishtaha. She is firmly established. So there is mutual attachment, very clearly expected by Hanuman. Okay, how should she be? She should be eternally established in the path of chastity. Her mind, she will have captivating eyes. Her mind will be firmly established in Rama, and Rama's mind will be firmly established in her. That is the meaning of Srimad Bhartuhu Manaha Anupravishta. Varabhyaha Stribhyaha cha Sadavihishta. Among all the auspicious women, among all the great women, okay, compared to fifth vibhakti, compared to all the auspicious women, compared to all the great women, Sada Vishishtaha. She is always great. She stands out. So when he's seeing this whole mala of faces and ornaments and eyes, he looks for this noble birth. Second thing that he's looking for is her mind fixed in Rama, fully overcome by love for Rama? Not one woman does he see there whose mind seems to be fully overcome with love for Rama. So he thinks, oh no, I have not seen Sita, because she would have her mind fully overcome with love for Rama. She, the one with beautiful eyes. Everyone can have beautiful eyes, but her eyes are beautiful because they are filled with love and longing for Rama. And similarly, Rama in his mind has Sita, or rather Sita is firmly established in Rama's. Okay. Then now he imagines how she should be looking, because he knows now she will be thinking of Rama. So where is she? In her enemy palace. So how will she be now? Next shloka, he imagines this is how she should be looking now. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. पुरावरार्होत्तम निष्ककण्ठी. Pura. So look at the beautiful Anuprasa. Previous one, it is Chotita. It is just the literature. Look at it. Nivishta, Madana Vivishta. Everything is Chotita. Here, everything in the next shloka will be. I'm so sorry, it's not moving. Everything in the next shloka will be Kanthi, Tha, Paditha. It is almost like Valmiki is having one, the progression in his mind. This is how I'm going to write my grantha. This is how beautiful it should be. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. Puravararhottama nishkakanthi. Puravararhottama. Sorry. Vararhottama nishkakanthi. Sujata pakshmam abhirakta kanthi. Sujata pakshmam abhirakta kanthi. Vane pranrittamiva neelakanthi. Vane pranrittamiva neelakanthi. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठी. उष्णार्दितां सानुसृतास्रकण्ठी. पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठी. सुजातपक्ष्माम् अभिरक्तकण्ठी. वने प्रनृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठी. सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठी. वने प्रनृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठी. Together. Ushnarditam sanusritasrakanthi. Puravararhottamanishakanthi. Sujata pakshmam abhirakta kanthi. vane pranrittami vanilakanthi. Beautiful. Don't get bogged down or worried about some tongue twisters which you will encounter in the fifth sarga. Please give it a chance. Practice with the chanting file. You will get the chanting. And when you are actually able to chant the whole sarga, you will be filled with an inexplicable beauty of chanting this sarga because it is full of poetry. That everywhere this anuprasa, whenever you keep chanting, no, you will feel within yourself the joy. The joy comes only out of good poetry. And when you chant it right, automatically without realizing, when you're able to chant it competently, you will be filled with joy. So build the competence in chanting this well, because really Maharishi Valmiki has given us a great gift. Okay, so fifth sarga, especially, so much anuprasa alankara. Wherever we find it, let's enjoy and chant it. Right? So once more, let's chant it together and then do the meaning. उष्णार्दितां सानुसृतास्रकण्ठीं पुरावरार्होत्तमनिष्ककण्ठीं सुजातपक्ष्मामभिरक्तकण्ठीं वने प्रनृत्तामिव नीलकण्ठीं. Now, how will Sita be appearing? Every kanthim here has a slightly different meaning also. Just enjoy. Ushna arditam sanusrutasra kanthim. Okay, here Ushna arditam, wetted with hot tears. Okay, what does hot tears mean? If you have cried yesterday and your cheeks are still wet, it will be cold tears. If you are having constantly hot tears in your cheeks, it means you are constantly crying. So Sita Devi must be constantly crying. Ushnarditam. And then Sanusrita Srakanti. Anusrita Srakanti. Her kantha, her throat. Okay, Anusrita. Anusrita. By the tears, concomitantly, what happens? Her throat is choked. Her cheeks are wet. Her throat is choked with a constant tears. Anusritaha. As they keep following constantly, the throat also is getting choked. Pura, earlier, long ago, Varar Hottama Nishka Kantim, that kantha, here the kantha refers to neck. That kantha of hers was Varar Hottama Nishka Kanti, was adorned with special ornaments. That throat will now be choked with the tears that she is holding in and the tears that she is shedding on her cheeks. Sujata Pakshma Bhirakta Kanti. Sujata Pakshmam. Pakshma also refers to eyelashes. Her eye, Sujata means what? She has beautiful eyelashes, long, beautiful eyelashes. Abhirakta Kanti. Okay, so Sujata Pakshma. So one with beautiful eyelashes, they are drowning in tears. Abhirakta Kanti. Here the word Kanti refers to her voice. She with a captivating voice, her captivating voice is now being completely choked because her throat has been choked with the tears that are wetting her, constantly wetting her cheeks. And what throat is it? That throat which was earlier adorned with beautiful ornaments. That throat would be choked with tears. And her beautiful eyelashes will be shedding those hot tears. So how does she appear? Vane pranrittam iva neelakanthim dadashi. So she would have been like Vane in a forest, pranrittam, dancing, neelakanthi, peahen. Here the word neelakanthi is used as one single word. The word neelakanthi means peahen. So not one kanthi meaning is repeated. Once for throat, once for voice, once for the neck, and once for the peahen. The word kanti has been used. Pranrittam iva neelakanthim, like a peahen wandering in the forest in search of the peacock. Usually we see the peacock as the one desperate to land the peahen, it starts to dance, all that happens. But once it is said the peahen attaches itself to the peacock misses the peacock dreadfully in its absence. So the peahen here is wandering mindlessly in the forest in search of her peacock. In the same way, she should be wandering about, no. How can she be among all these women, he thinks. Understood? So he is now imagining how she'll be looking, wet with tears, choked with tears. Her throat, which was earlier adorned with beautiful ornaments, would now just be choked with tears. Her beautiful eyelashes will be drowned in tears. Her sweet voice will be choked with the tears. She will look like a peahen which is wandering in the forest in search of the peacock. So again, highly lyrical, poetic description of how Sita Mata must be looking in Hanuman's mind. This is another height. He just, Valmiki like builds Sita's absence to a crescendo. Okay, so he brings it to the height here. He gives Lakshanas. How should she be looking? Avyaktarekhamiva chandrarekham. Avyaktarekhamiva chandrarekham. Pam supradigdhamiva hemarekham. Pam supradigdhamiva hemarekham. Ksataprarudhamiva banarekham. Ksataprarudhamiva banarekham. वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम् वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम् अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखाम् पां सुप्रदिग्धामिव हेमरेखाम् अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखाम् पां सुप्रदिग्धामिव हेमरेखाम् क्षतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखाम् वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम् क्षतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखाम् वायुप्रभिन्नामिव मेघरेखाम् अव्यक्तरेखामिव चन्द्ररेखाम् पां सुप्रदिग्धामिव हेमरेखाम् क्षतप्ररूढामिव बाणरेखाम् Vayuprabhinnamiv megharekham. Let's see, how should she be appearing? Avyaktarekham chandrarekham iva. Like that Chandra, as it keeps waning and waning and waning and waning, at some point, it becomes one small, barely discernible crescent. Just before it completely disappears. Avyaktarekha means invisible line. Chandra Rekha refers to the crescent moon. So like the barely invisible line or arc of the crescent moon, she should be appearing now. Okay, this is to show that Sita Devi, in her tremendous grief over her separation from Rama, would be wasted. She would not look like her usual self. She will be really, she would not have eaten, she would not have slept, she would not have done anything. So she would have looked like an Avyakta Chandra Rekha. She will look like one unmanifest line of the moon. Pamsu pradigdham hemarekha. Nevertheless, although she is, become thinner and thinner, because Krishi Bhava it is called, although she's become thinner and thinner with her separation, she will still be a hemarekha. No? She's a golden line because she's Sita Mata. But even the golden line, how is it looking? Pamsu pradigdha, covered with dust. So like a dust-clad golden streak, like a golden streak which is covered, and therefore the golden streak is not visible. It is covered by dust. And then Ksataprarudham iva banarekam. Ksataprarudham banarekam iva. Banareka, you can say, is a scar caused by an arrow. Ksataprarudham means that which has almost healed. How will it be? Practically gone, but you can still see the line. In the same way, that scar, like how that scar looks, she should look that thin and small and that thin and pale in appearance, like that barely healed scar. Okay, then Vayu Prabhinna Megha Rekha Viva. Megha Rekha refers to the sliver of a cloud. It is Vayu Prabhinna, that which has been pushed by the wind. So, like the clouds which have been chased away by the winds, like that. So essentially, she should be helpless, not knowing where to go. Where is my Gati? Where is Rama? Where should I go? Where should I be? Where am I now? How will I get out of here? Like that, like a cloud chased by a wind without any Gati. That is how she should be appearing now, is what he thinks. So these are the qualities he's looking for in the woman. She should be waning in appearance like a waning moon. She should nevertheless be a golden rekha which is covered with dust. And then she should look like the scar of a superficially healed wound. And last, she should look like a cloud that has been chased by the wind. Okay. That is how she should look though. So now we go to the last stanza of the shlok, of the sarga. Sitamapashyan manujeshwarasya Sitamapashyan manujeshwarasya Ramasya patnim vadatam varasya रामस्य पत्नीं वदतां वरस्य बभूव दुःखाभिहताश्चिरस्य बभूव दुःखाभिहता चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य सीतामपश्यन् मनुजेश्वरस्य रामस्य पत्नीं वदतां वरस्य सीतामपश्यन् मनुजेश्वरस्य रामस्य पत्नीं वदतां वरस्य बभूव दुःखाभिहता चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य बभूव दुःखाभिहता चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य टुगेदर सीतामपश्यन् मनुजेश्वरस्य रामस्य पत्नीं वदतां वरस्य बभूव दुःखाभिहता चिरस्य प्लवङ्गमो मन्द इवाचिरस्य प्लवङ्गमः one who leads Hanuman vadatam varasya of those who are proficient in speech Manujeshwarasya of the Lord of the men, everything in Sashti Vibhakti. Ramasya, so Rama's adjectives, these two are Vadatam Varaha Ramaha, Manujeshwaraha Ramaha. Manujeshwaraha means Lord of the men. So of the ones proficient in speech, of the Lord of the men, Rama, Tasya Patni, his wife, Sita, Chirasya Apashyan, immediately having not seen. Valmiki has brought us to 5th Sarga. He's made us come into Lanka. He's made us see the mansions. He's made us enter Ravana's palace. And he believes this is immediate. We, in today's modern Maggie, Maggie, 2-minute Maggie world, we believe that he should have seen like what Joshika said. Directly go to Ashokavana and see Sita. No, why are you going through the whole rigmarole of going to every palace, every quarter, every place? He is saying now, see, Chirasya Apashyan, immediately not having seen. So in Valmiki's mind, barely a fraction of a second has passed. Chirasya, immediately he has not seen her. Okay. Dukkha Vedaha, filled with dukkha. Achirasya, for a while. Mandaha iva babuva, he became dull. So Hanuman, the Sarga therefore ends on a slightly negative note. Having expected to see Sita immediately, at least by the end of 5th Sarga, okay, not knowing that it will take maybe another 5 or 7 more Sargas, Hanuman is now sad because he has become dull with sadness because he's not seen the great Rama's Patni Sita. So that is the end of this Sarga. So what we will do is this entire thing we will chant. We'll close the recording. 5 minutes in chant. We need the recording for this.